Hello everyone, this is Apple at iOSGenius on the YouTube channel. I have not made an updated video on the IEP impact login in issue for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and make one right now. There has been some staff members have been approaching me that unable to access their impact and logging in, and this is basically how we're going to have to do it. So in the beginning states, you want to make sure you want to use Firefox ultimately because it's a 64-bit application as well as Safari, but Google Chrome is normally only a 32-bit application. So Java will not normally not be supported under Google Chrome for accessing Impact. If you're able to make it work successfully, it's probably be done through some kind of script that your IT admin has created. I've seen it done before, but if they're not sure on how to do those scripts, the most best bet is to use Firefox. So if we can go ahead and open up Firefox, and we're going to actually open up System Preferences so you can see what Java version I'm running. We're going to go ahead and open Firefox here. So there's Firefox. Let's get rid of these windows. And to reach me, you can go to youtube.com/Apple iOSGenius. It's actually blocked by our school, so doing this during my lunch break. So this is basically the video that you want to go to the link of Apple at iOSGenius. Here's my iOSGenius page, and then I have the videos of all the related to creating photos for your Mac, configurator, and so forth. So basically what we're going to do here, we want to go to your portal.connect.cps.edu. See if this works through. There you go. So as you can see, the bar is loading kind of slow here. It should jump like right up here where the letter N is, and then it should just keep jumping through the rest. So this is probably going to fail, so what we're going to need to do is here Firefox prevent an outdated plugin. You may get the outdated plugin because you probably have not updated your Java in a while. So we're going to do an allow and remember. It says your version of Java is out to date. So basically CPS portal is always updating. They would like you to try to use the most latest and greatest version that's out there. But also, again, the latest and greatest version does not always technically work. Oops, I blocked that. My bad. So to get that prompt back where it was outdated, so you would want to go to is you can close this. You would want to go to your system preferences. You want to select on Java, which is at the very bottom row here. So the Java version I have is 8.7.1 build. Oh no, correction. 8.7.1 build is the latest version. So this actually checked the Java site. And then under your Java settings, your security, normally it's high, but you want to make sure in the exception site list, you put in the portal.cps.edu in there so it knows that these are one of the exceptions that can use Java. So what we're going to do right now, the general, we're going to hit about, and we have Java 8 update 60. But technically before I go to 7.1, what I want to do is that I want to show you, let's cancel this. I'm going to go ahead and install my Mac update here, which is Java 8.6.6. Now if you need 8.7.1, you don't have 8.6.6 available, you can download 8.7.1. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do 8.6.6 and see if this works. Oh, my apologies. What I was going to do is go back to System Preferences. Under the Java, there's an option to restore the security prompts. So we're going to go to Security, here, Restore Security Prompts. You want to hit this in case you selected the Do Not Block or may block, or the one that says don't prompt me this message again. Because you need to see the prompts, or else it will not, when that prompt comes up, if you already selected don't prompt me for it, it may not work for your IEP. So we're just going to restore all of them. and hit OK. Now when you technically install a newer version of Java, it will not restore those specific prompts. So right now we're on what, 860? We went to Firefox. I restore the prompts. We're going to go to portal.connect.cps.edu. Your version's out of date, so it does not accept the one that I have as 860. So I'm going to go ahead and install 866 version. So we're going to say later. We're going to close this window. Remind me later. Run. So it's going to still go through it. So it's still going to run the 860 version. So it's just bypassing these updating and the out of date version. So we're going to hit run. We're going to go through this and see how far it actually takes me. So we're going to hit allow. Oh, it actually crashed. Okay, so I'm just going to use Java 8 update 66. We're going to go ahead and install this. So don't use 860 if you're having problems with it. So let me put in my password. So it's going to go and install the 866 version. You would always want to make sure when you click next, you don't click next like right away. Click next one time, wait to see if there's any advertising that you need to remove, which I'm going to remove this because it's more stuff that goes in your computer and it can very well make it slower as well as your browser. So now we want to go ahead next again. It's going to install the version Java 8 update 66 so we can attempt. It's been successfully installed. You want to hit close. Now before you actually start going browsing the web or so forth, you want to make sure you go to your system preferences, go down to Java. Now while in Java, it's going to always ask you this. You can say, don't ask me again. You could allow that, but that's fine. I normally don't. And it works well with my staff members. So in general, we want to go back here. We're going to make sure we're at 8 update 66. So we're not update 60 anymore. We're in 66. We're going to close that. And then what you want to do here, you want to go into your security. You want to make sure you leave it as high. If you had a lower option, you would do that. But in this case, we do not have lower option. In the exception list, you want to go ahead and select edit. And you want to go ahead and add the exception list. And the exception list is going to be the portal.connect.cps.edu. Just press enter. Ooh, it disappeared. So maybe enter does not work anymore. So let's try portal.connect.cps.edu. Let's just hit add. That doesn't work either. I wonder because I have to put it as a secure site, https portal.connect.cps.edu. Yep, there you go. So the issue is because I didn't put the HTTPS for a secure site. So we've already gone ahead and added that. When I hit OK, there may be other websites that for the security prompts that you need to access for CPS. I recall one staff member had like 4 different links. Some people only have 1 link. So you just want to make sure you have the appropriate link added to your exception list. So that's already been added. So now we want to go up to your advanced, scroll down to the very bottom, and then you want to make sure in the advanced security settings, these last 6 are selected. If you do run into problems where you still can't get connected, sometimes using the USSL 2.0 compatible client hello format will actually work. So right now we're going to leave this unchecked. We're going to see if we can get in and then go from there. So we're going to hit apply, put in your password again, hit OK. You can go ahead and close this window. Now what we're going to do is open up Firefox. Once Firefox is open, we're going to go ahead to the portal.connect.cps.edu. It's already listed there, so we're going to hit enter. It's loading a little faster, that's good. Here on top it says allow portal that connects it to run Java. Yes, you do. You hit allow, you're going to select allow and remember here as well on the top left. Now it says your version is still out of date. So basically it still kind of wants you to go to Java version, the latest and greatest, which is 8.7.1. Well, right now we're going to go ahead and select later. Let's see if we can just get through and logged in. We're going to hit later. As you can see, the bar down here on the bottom is barely even moving. When it's barely not even moving, it's an issue that it's possibly may not work, because normally the prompts will go a little faster. So here's the checkpoint deployment. Sure, this is fine. You want to select run. You do not want to select this checkbox here, because if you do, you won't be prompted again, and or you may not be prompted to log into this site successfully. So I always have it unchecked. Select run. Here it says allowing the access following information of this website, which is the portal connect.cps.edu, which is fine. Again, you don't want to select this check mark, because if you get prompted again with this and you have this check marked, you're not going to see it. You're not sure if it's going to load or not. So we're going to select allow. This is a great point. When you see this, this means pretty sure that it's going to work. So you would always want to make sure this is checkmark. Always ask me for this website. So let's see what happens right after this. You get the unresponsive script. Don't worry about that. That's okay. Select continue. And as you can see, the bar moved pretty fast. So now it's going to allow me to log in. There you go. Normally, if it does not allow you to log in, at the very bottom here, right above the iTunes and App Store, you'll get a little window that says Java applet not enabled. So we're going to go ahead and log in as a staff member. And don't recall what her password is. Just a moment. I think it's that way. Well, let's try this. No, we don't want to save the password. Access denied. So it might be the person's full name. She was, this staff member was having a problem the other day, and I was helping her out on her MacBook, and she could not get in. Oh, this is what I forgot. Okay. Sorry, folks. This should work now. There you go. So see, it's failed to open a window. Please disable any pop-up blockers. So again, you need to make sure your pop-up blockers are turned off. So you go to your preferences, you go to your content, and then from your context says block up pop-ups. You can turn this off completely and or leave it on, because you may visit other websites related to your Firefox. And you would, if you leave it enabled, you want to just go to the exception list here on the right, enter that portal site, put this on the allow list, and then you want to go ahead and select save your changes. So now if you go back here, Firefox prevented the site from opening. We were aware of that. We went to preferences, which says here. We've already done that. That's done. So now you're logged into your gradebook. To your CPS EDU site. You can select on your Impact Gradebook down here in the bottom left on the web. And then you give it a moment. You may require to enter your password again. Here, for some reason, it comes with capital letters. Try to put your username in lowercase. I've tried the capital letters and it just does not want to work. So we're going to do this again. We're going to sign in with whatever your credentials are. And it says pop-up blocker was detected and attempted to log in. Because this site, as you can see, the connect.cps.edu is still there, but now it's blocking another link. So what you would want to do is you just copy that. You go into your preferences. You go into your content. You go into your exceptions. Paste it in here to allow this link. Also, as you can see, the pop-up blocker, as when I paste it here, it shows pop-up blocker right here. Now, as you can see, when it's added, it removes that pop-up blocker. So it can allow this link to access in Firefox. Also, if you go back to the detection of pop-up blocker, right here there's a link, this gradebook.cps.k12.il.us. You want to copy that and put that also in your exception pop-up list. Now understand, these links that you're putting in here, you can also put this in your Java for the preferences. So what we're going to do is hit allow. If you go to your Java, under your system preferences, Java, give it a second to open up. You want to select on the security. In your exception list, you can edit the site list, select add, paste this in here, and then you got to put the secure site, enter, and it accepts it as well. Select OK, so I can save it in there, save it in there again, OK, and now it's in both sections. It's in the Firefox and in your Java to allow that to happen. So we're going to hit Save Changes. We're going to close this window. Here you can go ahead and select on Continue, which will go ahead and reattempt to get to that site. As you can see, it attempted it, and now you see your students and your grades and so forth. So we're going to go close this out. Now, while you're in your ITS Remote Access for CPS, if you need to access your Impact Sim, which is right here, make sure you go ahead and log in with your user account. Again, use lowercase as your username, and then you use your password as you normally would. Before you select enter, you see this domain here, it says Instra. That is your instructor page. So you would actually want to copy this as well, add this to your, because if you don't, it's going to tell you that there's a pop-up blocker and you can't go in. So you want to do content, select exceptions again, paste it in here, select allow, and then you want to save changes again. You also want to go back to your Java under your system preferences, Java, and then give that a moment. Go to security, edit list, add, enter the HTTPS / paste the remaining characters, enter, and then now you have all three of them, which is great. And normally your IT admin should figure a script to make this and get this done so you don't have to worry about it. But sometimes I've been worked at some schools, as myself being an IT admin, they do not implement this for some very odd reason. So since I've learned it, I knew how to implement it and deploy the scripts. I am showing you the standard way to do it without the scripts, so you understand how to do this in case you're at home trying to access CPS EDU site to do your gradebook or your sim. So this is my video. This is ending my video. If you had any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down to the bottom. Feel free to subscribe for any future updates or Java updates as well. And I'll be glad to help you out with any Impact, IEP, or any other sites you might be accessing, like Power School and other vendor applications out there. Thank you for watching my video. Feel free to subscribe, enter your comments below. I will try to respond to you as soon as I can. And then again, thanks for visiting iOSGenius on the YouTube channel.